Hey y'all, Daryl, Seabass, Dumass here, and this here is, it is what it is. It's my show. And this one is in response to a video done by JazzMom66 in about a video that she did called Why I Am No Longer an Atheist. It's about why she's no longer an atheist, but because of a near-death experience that she had. And Jazz Mom, thanks for making this video, and thanks for your friendship and all that. And you know, this gave me the courage and the impetus to. I've been thinking about making this video for a long time, and so I want to thank her for having the courage and inspiring me to do this. And I'm here today to renounce my YouTube atheism. Not my atheism, not my disbelief in God, but my belief. I'm renouncing my belief in the YouTube atheist movement. And I think that they have proven themselves to be an unworthy vessel to hold the seeds of such promise in furthering rational, logical, ethical discussion. And so with that, you know, that's kind of reason number one is you know, Jazz Mom kind of confided in me that she was a little trepidatious about you know, what the response from YouTube atheists and certain, you know, rather strident and less than tolerant elements of said community might say about her video, and she was just, you know, she was kind of worried about just having them come on and rip her new corn shoot because she had the audacity to re-examine her beliefs and change them. How dare she? So, you know, that's reason number one, because I really don't want to be associated, and I'm seeing more and more that this YouTube atheist movement is becoming kind of more like a band of thugs and vandals, at least in their tactics and their attitudes, just kind of a smash and grab mentality. And you know, it really bugs me to see a bunch of, you know, pseudo-intellectual, pea-brained morons like Cody and TJ and Fake Sagan and King Heathen dog paddling around in the shallow end of the gene pool there, acting like they're geniuses and treating everybody else like they're idiots, you know, for having a particular belief. So, you know, I can say this right now that I have a lot more sympathy and understanding for Christian folks and religious folks who, you know, are more moderate in their beliefs, and they're very passive and respectful, and they're getting represented by you know, these Westboro wackos and you know, just fanatics. And it just seems like, you know, the more strident, bombastic, you know, ridiculously out on a limb kind of practitioners, whether it's atheism or religion, they're the ones that get to be the representatives or the spokespersons of a particular movement. And so I understand how they feel a lot better now. And like them, I don't want to be associated with those types of people and attitudes and things like that. And you know, a lot of these folks are calling for, you know, these YouTube atheists are calling for and espousing, you know, that we should eradicate religion and religious thought and religious people's ability to bring their own personal beliefs into the political sphere, things like this. And you know, man, atheism is a passive, neutral, it can even be benign or benevolent influence and force in creating a true age of enlightenment and ration and reason, and instead, you know, these dunce buckets are hammering that plowshare into swords, and they're taking that what should be a tool and reshaping, refashioning it into a weapon. And that kind of pisses me off, you know. Quit hiding behind the pseudo-intellectual scientific stuff. Kirtland 3. I'm looking at you. You know, because the second that you start looking to silence or eradicate or even ridicule somebody else's or some other group's beliefs, you have decisively stepped away from the table of science and logic and reason and moral ethics. And you have stepped into the domain of fascists and fanatics and fruitcakes. All right? And I don't want to go there. I don't want to be associated with that. And I believe that even goes beyond YouTube atheists, because we have these worldwide spokesmen now in Dawkins and Hitchens and Harris. Oh my. That I believe that in espousing these same viewpoints and ideologies and making these calls to outlaw religion and to make it child abuse and things like that, that they have clearly stepped away from that table of credibility, even though they may still be hiding behind PhDs and a lot of scientific data. That in calling for the eradication of religion and religious thought and religious influence, you know, what these idiots are doing is they're kind of inciting probably the next holy war, or at least giving these people the rationale for another one. And, you know, I don't want to be a part of any war, much less a holy war. But in case you haven't noticed, fellers, boys and girls, we're outnumbered by these religious folks by like a Brazilian to 1. And so that might be a fairly short-lived campaign should you decide to continue to pursue this. And I personally, A, don't want to get my ass kicked by a bunch of pissed off, angry, fanatic religious people. And B, on the other side of the coin, I don't want to take part in any kind of turning of the tables and persecuting or silencing religious people. All right? Okay? Sieg Heil? I think we've already seen where that goes, and that's a bus I don't want to get on, man. I'm not going to that destination. So, you know, I don't want to kick that dog. All right? I think we need to all just learn to get along. If nothing else, agree to disagree. Especially with Christianity, man. I mean, come on, you're talking about eradicating that. That's an anvil that has been wearing out hammers for about 2,000 years. So, you know, I know they ain't the perfect people and all that, but you know, you may as well be talking about eradicating cockroaches off the face of the earth, because Christians, I don't believe, are going anywhere. You know, they're willing to die for, you know, just to they're wanting to die, some of them. Same thing with Muslims. Anyway, I don't want to get off on that rant, but I say let's leave that alone. Don't pick that scab. All right? Let it heal. Thank you. I've talked enough. You're probably tired of listening. I'm tired of talking. Jazz Mom 66, I think you're awesome. You are my ideal of a true free thinker, because you weren't so tied to your own ideology or ego or you know, intellectual understanding that when you had this numinous experience that couldn't be explained away vis-a-vis science or medicine and those kinds of explanations, you were able to re-examine and even change your beliefs, and that's a true free thinker. And the rest of you dunce buckets out there, before you go commenting and being rude and all that, man, mind your manners. If you're going to comment on this nice lady's video, she's been respectful. Why don't you do the same? And anyway, that's me. I'm out. I'm no longer a YouTube atheist. I'm just going to be, I'll be on YouTube, but I ain't a YouTube atheist anymore. I'm severing all past and future ties. So, peace out. Love your neighbor, man. That's one thing them Christian people got right. See you later. Hit the button. I'm done. Oh, I got to do it. All right. See you.